But I'll pause that now, and we'll load up the second game and jump straight into it. Alright, and here we go. Alright guys, so welcome back to the second game in this, what I like to call, or what I want to think of as a best of three between Melkor and Fire. We saw in the previous game that that Fire took the Mayan War between the two players. Not, I wouldn't say convincingly, but he took it very, very well after having defended the forward aggression from Melkor. So here we are, and we are playing on Arabia. We are playing as the Huns, and down to the, I reckon we could call this, we'll just say the east of the map. We have Fire playing under his pseudonym New Account, and he's playing in the blue today against his opponent, the mighty Melkor, up to the, we can call this the northwest of the map, I guess you could say. Oh my goodness gracious me. Alright, let's have a quick look at Melkor's map right off the bat, because this is atrocious. If there was ever a map to maybe cry about, or maybe a map maybe a map to say, this is not something I would ever want to have in a tournament game or anything like that, this would be it. This is absolutely trash. The only redeeming quality that he has in this map is, and now he's trying to get, now Fire's also trying to lame. In order to, just to add insult to injury, Fire is trying to lame his boar. We'll just watch this little scout scuffle as it goes past. Fire, maybe, if he pulls this off, sure, he'll be up a little bit of food, but his scout is going to be severely weakened for any sort of scout rush or drush that he might want to partake in as the game goes on. But it looks like he might be able to pull this boar back. He's keeping his scout running in a zigzag-ish sort of pattern, which is what you want to be doing when you're laming a boar. But no, Fire, stop. No, he's still going. He's moving. He's still using the zigzag pattern, but that's okay. We'll check back in on that. So, oh no, we'll just stay on it. It doesn't look like there's going to be too much else interesting to mention, at least for the start of this. But no, he's still going. Is he going to get this in? It looks like he might be able to get this in. And Fire... Wait, was Melkor trying to steal the other boar, or was he still trying to attack the scout of Fire? I'm not really sure, but it looks like Fire's going to be able to successfully pull off this lame, and he's getting his other forward boar in right now as well, and he's done it. He's managed to get one of the boars from Melkor home, whilst hopefully also pulling back his other boar from the front if he garrisons his village. Yeah, he's done it. He's pulled off a fantastic ballio. That was awesome play. Awesome play. And he knows where his other boar is as well, so he's going to be a boar up and a Hun war, which is quite a nice situation to be in. But returning back to Melkor's map, as I was saying, the only redeeming quality that it has is that two of his golds are sort of at the back of his base here. His main gold and one of his secondary golds. Apart from that, the rest of this map is absolute trash. His nearest decent wood line would be all the way out here, which is absolutely atrocious. It just so happens to be where his tertiary and his two stones are as well. And just to add insult to injury, he does have his berries on the front of his base, so this is not looking good right off the bat. For Melkor, he's going to be in quite a difficult situation, and he's even decided to go ahead and take this lumber all the way out on the front of his base, which is starting to get really close to Fire's base, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It's not a good start for Melkor. He's returned back and he's going to try and push in some of his deer just to supplement his food income, especially since he hasn't actually found two of his sheep. And I believe where his other sheep, he's running a little bit low on food. He has a villager ahead of Fire at this early stage of the game. But that's only because Fire did loom earlier on, and Robert brings up a nice point in the chat as well. If you do have back goals like this and you can't wall, it doesn't really mean anything. And ask F live. But Melkor pulling in his first and only boar that he's going to be getting this game right now. So I guess it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out for him. But going down to Fire's map, and his map looks a little bit nicer. He does at least have a nice, substantial, and healthy-looking wood line here toward the right-hand side of his base, but he has opted to go to the one out on the left. I guess because it's a little bit closer. Or maybe it's so he can protect it a little bit easier by putting maybe a tower out here, which would protect his main gold, as well as his wood line here as well. He does have his berries on the front. A little bit annoying for him, but at the same time, he's in a really nice position from laming at the start of the game, and he's also managed to pick up these 2 extra sheep from Melkor as well. So it is just a buffet, an absolute buffet here for Fire at the moment. He's in such a good position. He's clicking up to the feudal age at 22 pop-up, so it looks like we're going to be seeing the stock standard scouts. A drush, yeah, anything, with stealing a boar and stealing a boar with 2 extra sheep as well from your opponent in the feudal age is just so strong. And it looks like we might even be seeing some sort of forward aggression here with 4 villagers going, well, forward. Or maybe he did find the wood on the left-hand side first. Yeah, I agree. But either way, the lumber split has been done anyway. And here we go. Forward. Looks like it's going to be a forward aggression. Why not? He can go forward with scouts. Forward with skirms and spears. And it's going to be really, really nice from him as well, just because of that extra food that he did manage to get from the 2 sheep and the extra boar that he did steal from Melkor. Melkor seeding quite a lot of farms to try and supplement his food income, and he's clicked up to the feudal age now as well on 23 villages. And it'll be interesting to see how well he can pull off whatever he's going to pull off. Has Fire actually scouted this woodline? Well, he hasn't scouted it directly, but he sees the chopped trees, which means that, well, now he has. But he's seen the chopped trees, which means that he is going to he's going to know where he can hit and archery range. And I don't imagine we're going to be seeing archers right off the bat. I imagine we're going to be seeing the typical forward with trash. So we'll be seeing skirms, and we might be seeing a spear or 2 as well, depending on what strategy Melkor decides to go for here. And Melkor could pick off the scout here from Fire, and this is a nice pick. It's a little bit of a redeeming quality to a little bit of a redeeming quality to the crappy start that he has managed to get. And a tower coming up here, which is going to be seen straight away, but a spearman coming out from Fire to be able to deter any sort of scout aggression or any sort of scout harassment that's going to be coming in from the scout from Melkor, and Melkor's going to need to get the heck out of here. Otherwise he's not going to be able to keep his scout alive and get the scouting information. But a defensive watchtower coming up now as well on the wood line here from Melkor, and Melkor really, really needs to get this tower up and deter any sort of any tower aggression that we see here coming in from Fire, because he's got no other wood to go to, and if he can't take wood, he's going to be in pretty much a good game position from here. Fire gets his tower up first, and nice harassment coming in here from the skirmishes from Fire as well, but Melkor yes, alright, he's managed to get the he's managed to get the tower up, the defensive tower, and it's just going to be a bit of a tower war here. There's not going to be too much else that's going to go on for the time being, except for the fact that an defensive archery range from Melkor coming up now as well, from which I imagine we'll be seeing some skirmishes popping out straight away. And has Melkor actually relocated to any other wood? Nah, he's going to stick on this wood here, and he's going to be in a good position to take it. But he's... Oh my god. Okay, Melkor has gone ahead and deleted his town centre and claiming that it was an accident, but I don't think it was an accident, to be honest. I genuinely think that he deleted it on purpose, but it was pretty much game over there anyway, to be honest with you. Melkor didn't really have the resources to do anything, and he was getting harassed on his berries from Fire as well. Fire being an extra couple of villages up. It was never looking good for Melkor, but that was just such an unfortunate map generation for Melkor, having absolutely no wood. But what a way to finish it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess we can quite comfortably come out of that game and say that Fire has won. Fire's won that one. Oh, that was awesome. No, you don't have to feel bad about deleting your town centers if 2K players do it. But nice bit of humor from Melkor there as well, saying that it's not like it was good game anyway, because that wasn't his only wood. Oh, that was fantastic. The next map is still Arabia, Lawrence. You don't have to worry. We have many Arabias. Well, okay, no, we have one more Arabia coming up between these guys, but it's 2-0 to Fire, and we're going to be loading up the next game in just a few minutes. I'm just going to get a quick drink, and I'll be back in a bit.